Welcome back to another INEOS video. Now, if you're new to the channel, I'm Dan, and what we do is we look at all aspects of Grenadiers, mainly of what they're good at, what they're bad at, what the faults are, what the faults aren't, everything to do with these cars. Now, I just want to start off by saying thank you to everyone recently in the comments again. You have made so many good points, and I learned so much from you that please keep up the comments. It really does help with the videos. But today's question I'm going to ask is, what is the pros and what is the cons of living with a Grenadier? Please put in your pros and cons as well if you do have one. But let's go and find out. So we start off with pros, okay? What is the pros of having a Grenadier? So the first one, and this is UK based because I can only do where I live. The pros, our roads are so bad now, even though we pay road tax, that the potholes are everywhere. Having a chunky vehicle goes anywhere. You don't have to worry about smashing alloys or anything like that. It's just a tough all-rounder. So for me, that is a pro. Number two, I think the look of this vehicle is brilliant. I think it's got the right class, it's got the right ruggedness, but it's still got those modern technology twists. So for me, a pro is the design. Number three, when you are in this vehicle, and if you haven't driven one, I do really encourage you to try one. You are so high up that when you are driving it, you feel safe. You feel like you can see all around you. You feel that it's a very imposing driving position, and a very comfortable one at that. So the actual drivability of this car on the road makes you feel safe, makes you feel high, and just makes you feel like you're in a good place. I mean, it really is that simple. You know, some cars you can go in don't make you feel that good. This car makes you feel good. And that is a hard thing for a car manufacturer to do, but the INEOS does this well. Next, the toughness of it. So this is built to last. It is tough. It's not plastic, everything is nice and tough, and I like that. Simple, tough. You know, everything, you almost feel like you don't have to worry about, you know, oh God, you know, wind slam the door. It's not going to matter. It's a tough vehicle. Next, practicality. With a boot being this shape, to have this much space to really put things in, especially in a work environment, for me, is a massive pro. I mean, look, you've got massive doors that you don't have to worry about. So sometimes if you want to put something in with a forklift, say, with a door that opens that way, like a traditional Range Rover or whatever, you can't get close enough unless you have fork extensions, etc. So practicality is a big feature. Also, you've got the 5 seats. It's a very user-friendly machine. So practicality is a big one. And obviously, one of the big pros is you can go anywhere in this vehicle. You feel like you can go anywhere. The visibility, the shape, the tyres, you just feel unstoppable. And that is such a big pro. Go on expeditions or go off-road. This car is made for you. It is made for you. So just remember that if you are someone who loves doing this type of thing, this is a massive pro. I think another pro, which I will put in there, is design, okay? The design of this car still gets people when they see it. So when I pull up somewhere, still now, people say, oh, is that one of those cars? And they have a look and they love all of this, okay? So once again, design features. And it's the little details, the pros, that, you know, that you can use gloves with everything. And, you know, that, for me, these are all good points, okay? But what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to the cons. Okay, so the cons. Obviously, we'll start off with size. So the size of this vehicle does make it, this is once again in the UK, not the easiest vehicle to park, etc. Now, I don't have a problem. I want to tell everyone I do not have a problem. And please put in the comments if you don't have a problem too, because but I'm having to flag it up. If you have coming from something smaller, you may find that it is a big vehicle for you to park. But you get used to it very quickly. Okay, the next con is the steering if you are not used to it. So the steering on these vehicles is different. It's not bad, it's different, and that's what you've got to remember. But it is a con if your mind is so used to a certain way and you don't want to adapt to it. That will be a con for you. And I will always say on these videos, just go out, have a go. Don't just go 1 minute and go write it off. Just live with it for a little bit. Drive it on different environments and you will see that it's not that bad. But if you literally go to a dealer forecourt, you get in it, you go round the car park, go 1 minute up a road and back, it's going to feel different, okay? So my advice is try it on all roads. It really will make a massive difference to your opinion of this car. Okay, the next is if you are coming from something like the four-wheel drive market, you know, I don't know, Range Rover Discovery or even a new Defender or whatever, on a long motorway journey, it is not as refined for the higher speeds. So if you're just a commuter and you're just driving distance or you're just driving motorways a lot, you're not gonna get the benefits out of this vehicle. You know, the benefits is a multi-purpose. So if you're a motorway for a bit, then you live down country lanes, then you want to do that, then you want to go hunting, shooting, whatever your hobbies are or anything like that. You know, if it's just motorway every single day or a school run car, I don't think it fits that at all. So it is something to bear in mind if you're coming from what I would call more of a luxury four-wheel drive. You know, it is different. Okay, miles per gallon. Let's move on to miles per gallon. Now, this all depends in what you are coming from. Obviously, if you've just come from a Dodge Ram 1500 with a V8 in it or something, the miles per gallon is going to be extremely good for you. Compared on a long journey, something like, let's say, an X5 or a four-wheel drive like that may get 35, 40 miles per gallon. This is not ever going to do that. It's a permanent four-wheel drive. It's very solid, heavy. The shape of the vehicle, it will never reach those amazing MPG figures that some of these modern SUV-style cars can. But in exchange for that, it is a go-anywhere vehicle. So where, like I said before, where you lose there, you gain here. So that is something to bear in mind, miles per gallon. it varies. I think on average, maybe 23, 25 isn't that unreasonable for a car like this. But because of the advancements in other vehicles, it could catch you by surprise. Another con is rear legroom. So if you were buying this vehicle for a family purpose, where the boot's absolutely brilliant, you get all the kids' stuff in, you get roof racks to put skis or canoes or whatever you want to do. Adults in the back, if it's kids, it's not too bad. If you are a big adult, tall, etc., I wouldn't, it's not brilliant. It's like a pickup truck. So in England, the pickups like the Ford Rangers or the Hiluxes, they're not that big in the back either. Unlike the American, which you can get these big F-150 Raptors and things, or 350s or whatever. They're very big, but ours aren't. And this does, because of its commercial. You can move the seats back in this one because it is a commercial spec. And I think they go back about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. Please put in the comments if you know the exact amount. So it is something to think about. If you've got lots of people, passengers all the time, maybe there is better options for you. But I'm just letting you know what I think. That's all it is. It's just what I think. Okay, if you are someone who spends their life ragging it around, going fast, round country lanes and, motorways, you're covering lots of distance, but you're quite a, you're quite a dedicated driver on bends. The handling, okay? This car, in normal driving situation, handles perfectly. But I wouldn't want to push it where, for instance, a Range Rover Sport, they actually handle quite well. You can really, you can drive them kind of a bit like a car. And that is because they are more like a car than this. Unlike, this is predominantly an off-road vehicle that can go on the road. Those are predominantly road vehicles that can go off-road. So if you are someone who is absolutely hooning it about everywhere, it's not a vehicle that is for racing at all. And obviously that's common sense, but the way modern SUVs are nowadays, I mean, for instance, a X6 BMW, I've driven those, and you can chuck those round bends like you could an M3 BMW. So just other things to think about, okay? All right, if you are someone that is all about technology, so you want the latest smartphones, iWatches that sync to the cars and keyless entry and all of that style of things, this is not the vehicle for you. This is still basic enough that you feel that any mechanic could fix it almost, versus these modern technology cars are so advanced that basically you need to be a computer programmer, in my opinion, to fix most of the problems. So if you are someone, now I know that sounds silly saying this, but Defenders as an example, which is meant to be kind of, or a G-Wagon, these have got, lifestyle bracelets that you can come over to the vehicle and it will open for you. Very, very large entertainment screens that run into, Android Auto, iPhones, whatever it is. These are basic, okay? So if that is your biggest thing you love about a car, even if you like the look of it or the drive, but technology-wise, it's got a purpose, and that purpose is to listen to music, to have sat-nav, to tell you what's going on, i.e. wheels, what's locked, what's not, and that is it, okay? Fuel, etc., obviously. So this is an almost information screen instead of an entertainment screen. That's why I describe it, okay? So something to bear in mind, some cars now are so advanced, so just bear that in mind, okay? So let's sum this all up. So, summing it up, this vehicle is brilliant for certain types of people, and we have to remember, because if you give this car repeatedly to the wrong people, you're going to get the same response. Steering, too clunky, not fast, or whatever. Okay, if you give this car to the right people, okay, this brand will grow. Because I truly believe in that, to the right people, this car is absolutely perfect for the lifestyle it's intended. But all I'm trying to say and trying to get across with this video is, don't rush to buy one, and don't rush not to buy one until you look at the actual facts and take one for a drive for more than a few minutes. Okay, everyone, once again, thank you so much for watching. If you are still here, I thank you so much, because you are one of our true subscribers and people which still amaze me. We're finally a partner of YouTube now, so that's only happened because of you, and I want to say thank you to every single one of you, and let's keep it going. Let's get some people to help us do accessories. That's what I would love. Let's get into some accessories. Let's try roof tents. Let's do camping. Let's do everything in this car together, and let's make this channel grow where we can have amazing information on vehicles like this for the future. Everyone, I'll catch you soon.